Hey friends, welcome back to A Dose of Kryssy, where we learn, grow, and glow through lifestyle, adventure, and beauty. Today we're going to be talking about Black Lives Matter and just, how I've been feeling about that whole situation. Also going to be touching a little bit on quarantine and then the skincare that I use for June. So if you want to get into this look right here, stay tuned. All right, let's get into it. I'm gonna bring y'all closer. Okay, how's that? Are we close enough? I think so. Okay, so brows is done. Now let's get into the eyeshadow. The palette I'm gonna be using today is the Matte Book by the Crayon Case. And the color that we're going to be getting into today is going to be, I'm thinking these two colors right here. I know for sure I want to use this, but I think I might use this as a transition shade, but we'll see. We'll see, babe. What's really real, okay? Black lives have been in danger. Will Smith said it best. It's nothing new. It's only just being recorded. And now that it's being recorded, it's being shown places. And if I'm looking down, I'm looking out on my mirror. It's nothing new. It's just now being recorded and now it's being seen by people all over. So this is nothing new to Black people. This is nothing new to our community. This is just nothing new to us. It's nothing new, okay? But it's really disgusting that, there's cops out here who are committing these crimes. The cops that killed Breonna Taylor, they're still out here. They're not in jail. It finally took them long enough to get the guys who killed Ahmaud. And, they're starting to do a little bit more fast action when it comes to the news that we're seeing lately. What's crazy to me is that we're giving these people the time of day. If it was a Black person out there, they're thrown underneath the jail. If it was anybody else, they're thrown underneath the jail. The fact that we're trying to give these cops and these people a fair trial, and yeah, when I say people, I mean that young white man who walked into that church, who participated in service and then shot everybody afterwards. Yeah, that. Okay, so the fact that they're given the time of day to be taken to Burger King, to be given a fair trial, man, bump all that. That's, if you want to know how I really feel, bump all that, because we don't get fair trials. There's so many people you can only imagine that Kim Kardashian hasn't helped that are still in jail. It's just really crazy how not we, but the system wants to be so fair, but treats Black people so unfairly, treats minorities so unfairly. You know what I'm saying, you guys? It's crazy. And then the protesting. The fact that you have people protesting about that they're upset that they can't wear a mask, and they're in a state that allows, open concealed weapons, and they're literally standing there looking at the police in their faces, yelling at them. But I'm telling you, if that was a Black person, they probably wouldn't even allow those things. So it's just, look at the protesting, people protesting for equality, to be seen. And then there's people protesting about a fucking mask on their face, literally in the police's face with their guns. Don't talk to me, please. Don't talk to me, please, because it's craziness, you guys. Do you realize that? That's legit craziness. And those cops stand there and they take it. They don't do anything because what? That's their right. Please. Over it. Hated it. And Juneteenth really is that the Emancipation Proclamation was signed, but it didn't get to Texas. It was signed in 1963, but it didn't get to Texas until 1965. And Texas was the last state to be totally free, or the last state where slaves knew where they were totally free. So 2 years after it was signed, it still went on, and Texas was the last place to know about it. And then segregation kicked in. So it's just like, y'all niggas can walk free, but walk free in colored areas. Drink off the colored water station. Go to the colored restaurant. Sit in the colored seat. Sit in the back of the bus. Okay? To sum it all up, plus a little extra, that's Juneteenth. So, it was celebrated most recently, and the only thing that really disappointed me about Juneteenth is that our dear President Trump, he had to be informed by somebody in his camp, in his office, like what Juneteenth really is about. It was disappointing to see that there was some, I don't want to say so many, but there was some celebrations that I saw, and nobody had on their masks, or their masks were down, or the masks are in their hand, or it's hanging off their ear. I just don't get it, you know? Just be mindful that there is still something going on. It may not be exactly where you are, but until it's cleared up all over, I think it's good just to be mindful that, hey, maybe I should wear this, you know, continue to wear this till, you know, everybody's safe, you know. Understandable if it's your own city, but hey, when cases start to pop back up in your city, you know, be cautious. Okay, we back. You know, the eyeshadow's done. We added on some lashes. Okay, so I'm trying a new primer, and this is the Tachi Liquid Silk Canvas Primer. I remember trying the solid one, and it was pretty good. But this liquid one, it literally is a liquid version of it. And I'm just gonna be trying this by itself. Usually I would put like powder on, but I'm not. And I know you're like, why is she doing her forehead? I already put primer on my forehead. Don't even trip. Don't even trip. That went on pretty smoothly. No white cast. We good. We good. The conversation is still going on. Black lives still matter, will continue to matter. This isn't just a matter of a moment of matter. It's not just a moment, it's a movement. This is ongoing. So we have to keep talking about this, keep talking about Breonna Taylor, keep talking about Ahmaud Arbery, keep talking about so many names. There's Ahmaud Arbery, there's Michael Brown, there's Sandra Bland, there's Breonna Taylor, there's Trayvon Martin, there's Philando Castile, there is Elijah McClain, and so many more, so many more. It's literally sad. I mean, the ones before me, the ones in my time, the ones that will come after me, and I may say, you know, the ones that will happen, because it hasn't stopped, has it? Why, Elijah McClain is the newest one, so it hasn't stopped. Even in the midst of this moment, we have to continue to educate ourselves. Even me, people my age, I know our history books didn't have it. I know the kids' history books now don't have it. And I'm gonna be going in with the foundation Can't Stop, Won't Stop in Warm Mahogany. You know, so all of us have to do our part to really educate ourselves. And including Black history. The history books now don't tell us the truth. We have to continue to educate ourselves. We have to continue to have the conversations. And it's going to be hard. Believe me, it's going to be hard. I know my girlfriend, Andrea, she said, I believe that she had some members in her families that are actually cops. You know, I could only imagine how hard the conversation really has to be able to tell somebody in your family, like, you know, or even be able to ask them what their beliefs are when it comes to policing the Black community, policing minorities. I've been asking them, how do they feel about what's going on right now, you know? I can only imagine how hard those conversations really are. But imagine how much harder it is to live that reality. I mean, you know, I was taught to believe in Jesus. I was taught he's the only one to fear in this world. But I'm not realistic if I don't say that we all have things that scare us. I'm scared of spiders. I'm scared of this. I'm scared of that. You know, we all have things that we're scared of, right? But I feel like even for Black people in this time, we've all feel a little scared because it could be us. It could be us. It could be someone in our family. You know what I mean? You know, now it's not just Black men, you know, it's Black women too, Black children, Black teenagers, LGBTQ plus community, you know, they are in danger. And also, like, when we say Black Lives Matter, that includes all Black lives, no matter what your orientation is, no matter what you identify yourself as. If the color of your skin is Black, and if you have Black in your family, Black in you, that's it. That's the end of that conversation, because I'm not interested in having it. Okay? Hopefully history books get changed to reflect on what real history was, what happened recently, you know, with George Floyd. You know, these moments are historic. The fact, you know, just like Rodney King, I believe that was in a history book. But these moments have to be known about. You know, this Black Lives Movement, the fact when George Floyd was the nail that broke the camel's back, the hay that broke the camel's back, whatever that saying is. People are tired. We're tired, you know, and please stop getting me protesters confused with the looters and the rioters. Stop doing that. Just finishing up the under eyes with some Laura Mercier translucent powder, and I put my contour on the back of my hand, and then I just realized I want to do my powder before, so give me a second. And it takes a little bit longer because this one is a small container. I usually have the darker translucent one. I have that one in a bigger container. Yeah, something different needs to happen with the police and when it comes to different situations and calling 911. You know, and people also, it needs to be a federal offense to call the cops and nobody was actually making a threat. Like those Karens who called cops on, you know, black males because their dogs don't have on leashes in parks. That. Those types of things, action should definitely be taken against them, because that is totally ridiculous. Like, are we still in quarantine, y'all? Because everybody's been outside, mask, no mask, and here in my city, San Diego, I actually think that we're gonna go back. New stay-at-home orders are gonna be put out, and I want to know how excited people are gonna be about that new home orders are gonna be put out here in San Diego. And I'm just like, what's wrong? You know, why can't we just do what we need to do? But I don't know, people, you know, I mean, me included, I want to go outside. I want to, you know, go places, but I can't because I have a family, you know, I need to think about, and, you know, just my own safety that I want to think about, and other safety, you know. It's just, you know, being considerate for my family. And let's make that highlight a little stronger, why don't we? I notice I need to lay it down and then pack it on. Yeah, so I know Texas, they are having really bad numbers right now. Florida also had really bad numbers. Yeah, Atlanta had some high numbers as well. So, you know, y'all, it won't stop. It won't slow down until we all do our part. You know, we can't go out and get food and do all the things that we used to. And yeah, it sucks, but we actually have to stay home and do our part, because if we don't do our part, you know, a lot more of us are going to be getting sick. A lot more people are going to start dying, and we're going to be like, oh my God, why is this happening? It's because we're not helping each other. We're not saving each other when we really could be. So, you know, that part. And this is the final look. And for the lips, I used Devil's Food Cake and the makeup, well, Devil's Food Cake by NYX, and then the Makeup Forever Artist Color Pencil Color to get this little color right here. And this is giving me fall vibes. Hella fall vibes. Like, don't you feel like that? Hella fall vibes. Like, real vampy. Real, But anyways, let's talk about the skincare that I am going to be using for the rest of July. I'm gonna go ahead and back y'all up a little bit. Back up 6 feet. Okay, 6 feet. Yeah. Okay, so this right here is all the skincare I'm gonna be using starting today, July, 7th month of the year. 30 days has September, April, June, and November. All the rest have 31 except for February. Yup. I think I finally got that right, y'all. Okay, so let's start from the very beginning. When it comes to face wash, I'm going to be using the Bestie number 9 Jelly Cleanser, the Cantaloupe Glycerin. That is the face wash I'm going to be using. And then this is just the sample pack of the Dr. Jart ceramidin. This is the moisturizing toner, and then the moisture retention shield. So this is the toner, this is the moisturizer, and the toner felt really, really good. Definitely felt moisturizing. And I only cut corners off of these because I feel like you can at least get 2 uses out of your sample, so that's what I try to do. So I washed my face and then I toned with the moisturizing toner. And then after the toner, there are some products in between all of these that are staples that I use. I won't be showing any of those. So it may seem like a little bit out of order just because I'm jumping some products. But basically, wash your face, exfoliate, tone, and then I go in with serums. So for day serum, I'm using the C Firma Day Serum. And then for night, I use the TLC Femme Bruges Glycolic Night Serum. And with the day serum, I like that this comes out a little bit with an orangey tint. I think it's like that instant gratification that you see, like, you know, you're getting vitamin C and whatnot. Also, I use the A Pascioni Retinol Cream. And I used to use the, I think it's the B Hydra along with this, but I ran out of the B Hydra. I do have a sample of this Pascioni and B Hydra, but I'll probably use that like when I go on a trip or just if I really feel like I want to use it. Look at me, I think I'm a bad bitch. Because I am, okay? I am. I got a sample of the, these are new. This is the Drunk Elephant Cream Body Cleanser, and then the Silly Body Lotion. So this is the cleanser, this is the body lotion. And the cleanser, they're both like super clean. I'm sorry, I don't have the box with me or anything like that, but they're both, since the company is super clean, they only use good ingredients, cruelty-free ingredients. I felt like the cleanser, I probably wouldn't buy it in a bigger size just because I feel like, you know, there's some cleansers that you use, yeah, they get soapy, but you finish like the top half of your body, and then when you get to your legs, you need more soap. That's what I got out of this. And I went from using it in the bathroom because it wasn't a lot for in the shower, I mean, to just using it on my hands just to see how it was. And yeah, from in the shower and using it on my hands. And I wasn't trying to, you know, be shy with the product too. There was plenty enough that came out in here that even after I used on my body, there was still enough to use just on my hands. And I wouldn't say I would use it. I mean, yeah, it feels good, feels moisturizing. I just don't get a clean feeling. And then lastly is the Silly Body Lotion. This honestly just feels like any other type of body lotion. Of course, you put it on, your hands feel moisturized. I don't feel anything special when it comes to this. So those are probably 2 Drunk Elephant products that I'm sure are good. I'm sure that they do work, but I just wouldn't prefer them for myself. Okay. Also, I have a bigger bottle of the ceramidin moisturizer, face moisturizer. So as soon as this one runs out in this little packet, I'm going to be switching over to this. But when it comes to toner, I'll just keep using my First Aid Beauty Radiance pads. But for SPF, I'm using this sample Dermalogica, and it is an SPF 50. This is their Dynamic Skin Recovery. So I'll be using this after I put on my moisturizer or oil, whichever one I put on. This SPF goes on last. And even if I put on makeup, it still goes on. And then I go about putting on my makeup. But putting on products, wait a couple minutes. I would say wait a minute. If you can, maybe 2 between putting on products, just so your skin has enough time to absorb everything. Or if you have a little hand fan after you put your product on, just to help it sit on the face a little bit more. And yes, y'all, that is the end of this, period. Thank you guys so much for joining me on this chit chat. Get ready with me. I'm pretty much ready. Y'all want to see my outfit? I'll show you my outfit. You can't see like my face totally, but this is the outfit that I want to wear to take pictures is just a little skater skirt and this tongue out halter top type deal. Okay friends, that is the end of this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed this chit chat and get ready with me. Share this with a friend and make sure you give this video a thumbs up, comment down below, and make sure you subscribe. And also while you're here, watch another video. All right, you guys, deuces.